So I called this which Lean Six Sigma certification is best. And I've said throughout that this really goes towards that quality question. And it does, it definitely does. But I also want us to think about everything that we've learned so far. Because at that first section, when we went through the roles, a lot of that spoke to the quality of the certifications as well. So if you come to me and you ask me, how good your green belt certification program was, and you tell me that it was one day, that it was self-directed on LinkedIn, I'm not going to have a really positive view of your certification. Right now, if you tell me that you took a 2-week certification with a consultant at your former employer, where you spent 3 to 4 months actually executing a project as you went through the course, and the results of your project were before, you're doing a compressor reliability project, and before the project was in place, you were losing $30 million of production a year, and now you're losing $10 million of production a year, so your benefit was $20 million a year. I'm going to be more excited about seeing those types of results, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about which Lean Six Sigma certification is best, which is of that quality that we would be looking for as a master black belt. But I have already covered some specific things that you can use to help make that determination. So there's 3 pieces here that I'm going to look for. One would be the certification type. So these are questions that I might ask to say, what level of certification did you get? Like, how strict was the program? The next thing I'm going to ask or talk to you about maybe, or be curious about, is the different institutions that maybe you attended, right? So that might give me some indication of the quality of the program. And finally, there's different accreditations and certification levels. So that's another conversation or question that we can look at to get a better idea of what's like industry standard, which, as I said at the beginning, Lean Six Sigma doesn't have a standard organization over the whole thing. So we have to rely on some of these organizations. Not all of them are going to be at the quality that maybe we want them to. So let's talk about certification types. Certification types. This is really what I mean by this, is like the path to actually achieving your certification. So there are programs out there where you will only do training. There are programs out there where you will do training and an exam. Others that you only do an exam. Some you might do an exam and a project, so you actually have to complete the project for you to achieve the certification. Some might have training and a project. That's really common for consultants. Some might have training, exams, and projects. So those are going to be our most challenging ones, right? Those are going to probably be our world-class or our best-in-class ones are going to be ones that have training, have maybe an accredited exam, and then have some kind of project review to confirm that you've achieved that level of certification. Now, I did mention earlier ASQ. They offer exams, and they offer a very hard exam. So if somebody comes to me and they are an ASQ certified green belt, so I think the way they say that is CLSSGB. Different organizations have different abbreviations for that, but that's something that people actually put on their CV. Some people might have on their CV things like CLSSGB, Certified Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. There's also a few out there that are like alternatives. So if you get any of those on your CVs that you receive, you could look those up and see online maybe what organization is offering that specific certification with those letters. ASQ offers the exam, and it's quite a challenging exam. So anything over green belt, you really should have some kind of exam or project. Anything green belt, black belt, or master black belt, I would really, really care about knowing that you executed a project. So if you're less concerned about checking off a certification for your resume and more concerned about actually improving processes, then I would choose these routes that actually let you execute a project and get feedback